What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be ranking all of the villains in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Okay, there's only 10 here, so it's kind of like a top 10 list, but not really. It's all of them included. It's not a top 10 list, because if it was a top 10 list, I'd have to be excluding some of them just to my top 10. Whatever, let's get into this. Okay, at last place, number 10 is Snoke. Yeah, I mean, man, I could not justify putting Snoke anywhere above 10th place. I mean, sure, he looks cool, but his voice, no. I mean, he's not a very interesting character in the movies. You know, he kind of dies off a bit early. You know, I mean, I guess, at the time it kind of serviced the plot, but then in episode 9 just kind of ruin it. Also, he doesn't even have a lightsaber, okay? He punches and has no long-ranged attack, so he's just, obviously, even if he was a good character, he'd definitely be at number 10, because he just never has a lightsaber, or the Force, or anything. I mean, yeah, if you jump in an attack, he has like a cool Force lightning thing in the ball, but whatever. I would much rather play as the other two lightning users, Dooku and Palpatine over Snoke. Like, come on, man. And he's just running around, he just looks really, really weird. And also his punches are just really, really slow. And yeah, okay, just why would I want to play as Snoke? Unless he's from the sequel trilogy. Number 9 is Rey Sith. Okay, so I mean, she's cool, okay. Now, I'm not saying, how could you put Rey Sith at number 9? Like, come on, she's a really good, she really looks really, really cool. She's a double-bladed lightsaber with the hood. I mean, for Rey, she's great. Yeah, of course, it's the best Rey in the game. I mean, if I was going to play as Rey, I'd definitely play as this Rey. And she's a really, really cool weapon. I actually like that they gave her a double-bladed lightsaber for the Sith version, just because they actually gave her a double-bladed lightsaber somewhere else in the movie, just outside that vision. But whatever, it's stupid, to be honest. This is just marketing at the worst, to be honest, because Rey with this Dark Side Rey is one of the trailers and got everybody hyped. Then it was just in the one vision that was seen in the trailer. That was so annoying. Also, would have been really cool to see that for the first time in the movie, seeing the Dark Rey. But whatever, of course, they put in the marketing. Gotta get those ticket sales, Disney. Oh, stupid, to be honest. Doesn't even get any lines, and what was up with those teeth? But yeah, I mean, guess a good for a sequel trilogy character. I mean, also, this just justifies like how good the Sith are in this game. Like, it's probably one of the best categories for actual characters. Like, to be honest, all the characters I would actually like to play as, except Snoke. So I mean, yeah, we're already into the characters that I would like to play as, and it took a long time to get to this point when we were talking about the hero characters. We started off with Holdo and Rose, which are both much worse than Snoke. So I mean, it's cool. Also, you have to listen to Rey's voice when you play as her, and I don't really like Rey's voice just because it's Rey. I think it's a little bit too deep. It's weird, but yeah, whatever. Moving on. But it is really cool that we can have Dark Side Rey, like the Sith Rey and Jedi Kylo in the same game. So I did a roleplay where I kind of switched them for the sequel trilogy, and that's the point. Okay, it's actually really cool. Okay, you give Sith Rey and Jedi Ben kind of fighting. Like, that'd be so cool. Okay, they could have skipped out on this version of Rey, but it's cool. Okay, they put effort into it. Number 8 is Count Dooku. In the movies, this character is just kind of boring. It's just a regular old man character, just Palpatine, but older and more boring, I guess. Well, yeah, he's older than Palpatine, even though Palpatine trained Dooku. That was just always weird to me. Why did Dooku have to be so old? Like, seriously, man. Okay, I mean, I love Christopher Lee, but yeah, man, just why couldn't they just make him younger? I mean, I guess I could still have him train Qui-Gon or something like that. Well, I guess that wouldn't really make sense either, especially because Attack of the Clones takes place 10 years after the Phantom Menace. But whatever, man. He didn't really get that much development in the movies, and although he's in the Clone Wars and he's a lot better there, he's still, rather Grievous and Asajj Ventress and Savage Press and loads of other villains other than Dooku, okay? When you see him use lightning, you're just like, wait a minute, he can do that? It's not just Palpatine? Yeah, Dooku is not the best, okay, but I did always like his curved lightsaber. It kind of made sense, kind of. The straight ones aren't always the best, but he has a unique lightsaber stance. With one of his hands behind his back and all that, and you know what? He did actually put up a pretty good fight against Obi-Wan and Anakin in episode 2. Like, seriously, man. He beat them up. It didn't really last long against Yoda with a brilliant lightsaber. Thanks, Doogie. You kind of contributed to that. And number 7 is Kylo Ren, probably the best sequel trilogy character in the game, but then again, it's not really saying much since the sequels just, no, they don't really bring that much good characters to this game. But not only do I, like Kylo, but, I like his voice acting behind the mask. And, he looks actually pretty cool, okay? Even though, he's kind of a rip-off of Darth Vader, but whatever, it's alright, Kyle, it's alright. We won't judge you too hard. And I actually was always a fan of the crossguard lightsaber. The only reason though is just because it looks really cool. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I fell for it. I know. But I mean, it kind of makes sense, kind of. But then again, I'm not really a lightsaber expert. I don't really know that much tips and tricks about fighting, like sword fighting and all that. So I don't know. Maybe it's a terrible design. Although I think his voice acting with the mask on is really good, but it's not really that hard to get it good, to be honest. You just have to talk and muffle your voice up, okay? Like seriously. A lot of time I'm streaming Battlefront, I'll just put my mic up really close to my face and make myself look like Kylo. Sound like Kylo. But with his mask off, yeah, just like Battlefront, it sounds absolutely horrible. Great. It just doesn't sound accurate at all, but whatever. The mask on's pretty good. And also the cracked version of the helmet. So yeah, I mean he's the Sith with the most appearances, I guess, because I don't know, he has the mask, unmasked with the cape, the one with all the cracks on the helmet, shirtless. Oh my gosh, the best Kylo appearance. Seriously, I don't even care if his voice line is bad and that, but it's so good. Yeah, Kylo, best Sith, but still, I wish he was a better character, and I wish he was put in a better trilogy, to be honest. Anyway. Number 6, it pains me to put him, but Anakin Skywalker, yellow eyes. I know, this is the character that brought you the youngling scene, you underestimate my power, a lot more great stuff, but I mean, for the uniqueness, I'll put him back here, okay? I love Anakin, but, I mean, when you learn running with him, but, from behind, I mean, he just looks like regular Jedi Anakin, especially with that blue lightsaber. I know, but to be accurate to the movie, and they had to give him his blue lightsaber, but I just really wish he had the red lightsaber, to be honest. I mean, it's really cool. It probably would have helped if there was some difference between Jedi and Sith in this game, because I don't really think there is. I mean, it's something that Sith can do that Jedi can't, unfortunately, even though that's what it was like in the previous games. Sith could do stuff that Jedi couldn't, which kind of makes sense, but that's not really in this game. But to be honest, it doesn't really matter. Whatever, man. It's one of my favorite parts about Revenge of the Sith is that Anakin goes around with the bully blue lightsaber like that. Yeah, and Obi-Wan gives that youngling slayer to Luke. Great. Whatever, I love this guy from Revenge of the Sith, but there's just some better options, of course. There's some great characters in the Sith category, but come on, man. If I'm going to play as Anakin, might as well play as Red Eyes Anakin, right? I mean, come on, man. Look, Anakin doesn't look like he's gotten sleep in 10 years. Anakin, come on, just get some sleep, bro. It'll save your life. Seriously, this guy being outside the top 10, wow. I mean, top 5. Top 5 must be absolutely amazing. There was so much more hero characters, but I mean, I think you guys would much rather play as the top 5 characters from the dark side than the top 5 hero characters. Come on. Tough luck hero category. I mean, I guess they did have clones, but I mean, these guys have the Darths. The Darths. That sounds really weird. Darth number 1 is Maul. Well, anyway, we've already had a Darth on this before with Darth Tyrannus being Count Dooku. By the way, what's Count Dooku's first name? That's what I want to know, because I didn't even know that. I'm trying to research that, but I couldn't really find anything. Whatever. Maul. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't really like him from episode 1. I mean, he did have the cool fight scene, but other than that, I mean, we should have been in the movie a lot more. Maybe he should have talked. I also hated him in Solo, okay? He really did not belong in that story. Just get Maul out of the story. I mean, I guess kind of build things up and hyped us up, but whatever. I mean, they didn't really deliver on it or anything because the movie failed. So, I mean, what was the point of giving you the scene, anyway? I feel like they were going to do something with the whole Kira and Maul kind of situation. Maybe we'll get to see that someday in a Disney Plus series or something. I don't know, maybe in Book of Boba Fett season 2, the Crimson Dawn could be the big boss, and it could be like actually set up as them from the very beginning. Maybe they could actually pose a threat. But whatever, Maul really shined in the Clone Wars show after he came back. I mean, he kind of did get his whole abdomen cut off and his legs and his genitals. But he came back stronger than ever, and it was absolutely awesome. And he came back in the Clone Wars show to fight Ahsoka, and that was really cool. There's actually like a missing arc where I think Maul was like in Sidious's hands. No, in Sidious's custody. I mean, not like actual hands. There's some nice interactions between Maul and Dooku. I mean, that would be so good to see. I wish they had like a longer season 7, or maybe season 7 and 8. So we can see more of Clone Wars. I want to see more of Clone Wars, man. Come on. 7 and 8, see more full seasons. Maybe we'd have all the unfinished episodes be brought back to light. Some stories from the comics, like Asajj Ventress's final arc where she gets redeemed and has that like relationship with Quinlan Voss. Because I've heard that's from the comics, but I'm too lazy to read. Like I don't want to get comics. I want to actually have it in the Clone Wars show. I mean, that would be so cool. And that would be awesome. I've also heard that there was a unfinished episode, or something in the comics happened with around that time that Mother Talzin spoiler, kind of died. Yeah, Samal, cool character. He has the hooded appearance as well, which is pretty cool. I love playing as him with that spikes on his head because Zebrak species, really cool. So let's move on. And next up is Darth Vader. My number one favorite Sith and number one favorite Star Wars character of all time. You just can't beat Vader. The only problem here is his voice is a little bit off, to be honest. I don't know why. It just feels off. Is it James Earl Jones here? I don't know. It sounds a little bit off in my opinion. I don't know what it is. Also, this new helmet mold, man, it doesn't really get me, okay? I love the old one a lot more. Okay, I know with the new Lego set, they had to have the helmet kind of be bigger so it could detach. So we could have that other appearance as well, where it is his helmetless. But I mean, that's cool and all that. I love that. I love that he's a second appearance and all that, but yeah, okay, whatever. Though I do like the noises he makes when he jumps and all that, and I think he has some unique voices when he's throwing stuff or something like that. It has a bombastic video about that. This is so he's Darth number 2. Yeah, apparently we're still doing that. Man, if only there was a way to fix the really bad helmet shape. Okay, it's Darth Vader Classic. The only problem with him is that he doesn't have any voice lines. Great. I think they actually give all the other classic characters voice lines. They gave Classic Luke voice lines and Classic Leia voice lines. I don't know about the other two because I haven't actually played as them much yet. And I'm pretty sure Lando got his voice lines, but I haven't really played much as Classic Han, so I can't really say. But I mean, we'll get around to the scoundrels eventually. Maybe even next time. The villains are next time. After that, maybe probably the scoundrels. So why not give Classic Vader his voice lines? You have them in the game. Just port them over to this appearance. I just don't understand that's what we did for Luke and Leia, as far as I know. Whatever, it's annoying, but whatever. I don't really mind the simplistic design, and the helmet is just so much better, and the voice lines, I mean, they weren't really that good anyway, so it's fine. So yeah, this is overall just a little bit better than the actual appearance for Darth Vader, the proper one. I'm probably just in future role plays, I'll try to remember to play as this version of Darth Vader because it's obviously the better version. So let's move on. Number 2 is the Emperor, Emperor Sheev. I love this guy. It's a little bit weird how fast he can run, though. He also has the cane, so basically the evil version of Yoda. Whatever, it's just great running around with Sheev, okay? I love his voice, seriously, it's so good. I think they got the voice actor from, I don't know, the Clone Wars or something, I don't know what voice actor they got, but he was really, really good. It's different from the voice actor who plays Emperor in the Lego Star Wars specials that have been coming out recently, the holiday special, like Star Wars Terrifying Tales, and Lego Star Wars Summer Vacation, which is coming out in 3 days' time. It's a bit weird how that is a different voice actor, but that's pretty cool. Okay, I love him in all the movies, especially, the one where this appearance is based off of episode 6. And of course, I adore him in episode 3, Execute Order 66. But of course, there is one character who is way above the rest. Oh, also, I guess this is Darth number 3.
Darth Sidious, yay! Just saying, Palpatine has like loads of different like names you can call him: Emperor, Emperor Palpatine, Sheev Palpatine, Chancellor Palpatine, Darth Sidious. So much different names. And number one is a Palpatine, the Senate. Oh my god, the Senate, man. He issues the Senate, in the scene. He says that he is the Senate. Well, I know this appearance is technically based after that scene, but whatever. Can I believe they actually have Palpatine with the regular face and then him with the scarred face? That's so cool, okay? They also have him from episode 2, episode 1 and 2, I think, and then what's it called? The prisoner appearance from and when he was captured among in the invisible hand. If that level went on a little bit longer, you might have been able to play as Palpatine there, but probably not. Probably just be an NPC and just be able to play as Anakin and Obi-Wan. So yeah, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button, and that's pretty good. I hope you agree with my list, and I know I talked a lot about Darth Maul, but whatever. Palpatine says goodbye, and I said goodbye, and please subscribe and like this video. See you next time.